Hello, good people. Welcome to the Nothing Above the Moon podcast. I'm your host, Mike Johnson. I'm joined by my co-host, Cam.
Bread 11 Huff.
Oh, man. Here we go with these damn Jordans again, bro.
Yeah, it's that time.
It is, man. It's bread time, I guess.
It's Christmas season.
Christmas.
Creamy.
Yes, sir.
Creamy where everybody gonna spend their money on Jordans.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and somebody gonna get shot this weekend. Am I buying into this stereotype, bro?
Are you?
I think I am, but actually this stereotype might be true.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Sometimes stereotypes can be true.
Yeah.
Is it still a stereotype if it's true?
You know what? No, it's the truth. The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth, man. Can't deny it.
Yeah, once these kids go out there and realize, you know, they didn't have enough shoes. They made 2 million pairs. This is the biggest Nike release of all time. This Saturday, they made 2 million pairs.
Oh, the Jordans
of the Bread 11s.
How many people in America? Around 300 million.
300 million, and not and quote unquote the percentage of sneakerheads I think is probably, let's say maybe 1 to 2% of that.
So we're saying 1 out of every 15 people.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
I don't know.
2 million pairs?
I trust your math.
1 out of every 15 people should get a pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
Or can get a pair of Jordans without somebody having to get shot over them.
Bro, they made enough pair that people should get these shoes. They $220.
Oh my God.
200. When they first came out back in '96, they was $130, I think, $140.
When I bought the Space Jams, they were $125.
Okay.
College?
Yeah. So they might have been cheaper in '96.
Yeah, I remember it vividly, bro. That was the last pair of Jordans I bought.
The Space Jams. That was literally the last pair of Jordans you bought.
That was in 2000. Yep.
What about the Cherry Wood 16s? Did you buy them?
Did that come out before the re-release? Because I bought those in college also. Did that come out before the re-release?
I don't know, but them things hard. They need to re-release those Cherry Wood 16s.
Cherry Woods, yeah.
Yeah.
Decent shoe. I like the reversible strap idea.
Yeah, that was clean,
With
bro.
the magnets, yeah.
Yeah, man, we been off for a week, so what's been going on, bro?
Load management, bro.
Yeah.
Load management, man.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That grind is real, ain't it?
Yeah, it is, bro.
When you got a family, man, every single day, boy, you out there grinding for real.
Grinding, cuz streets watching too.
Yeah, streets never stop watching though. So
yeah.
Man, so what's in the world of news today? Well, we're gonna have to touch on a couple of sensitive topics today, bro.
Yeah. We got to get into some deep stuff. We're gonna keep it light and deep.
Yeah. That's cool. So, what you want to start off with, the light, or you want to start off with light stuff, or you want to start with the deep stuff?
We'll keep it light, man. We'll keep it light. You want to go to the you know what we got to talk about, bro.
What we got to talk about? We got to talk about the King?
No, Eminem and Nick Cannon, bro.
Oh, okay. So is that light or is that dark?
This is medium.
Okay.
In the medium range, you know what I mean?
I
guess it depends on how you look at it. Because we look at the world of battle rap in general, man. It's
nobody getting shot.
Yeah, it's just words.
It's just words,
it's
man.
Just words. We'll keep this in the light section, man. So anyway, as most people know, if you're kind of in tune to what's going on in the hip hop world, Eminem and Nick Cannon are beefing again. Eminem dropped a verse on Fat Joe's album. I forget the name of the song now, but it's Fat Joe, Mary J. Blige, Eminem. I want to say somebody else, but either way, he dropped the song last week, and on the song, he mentioned Nick Cannon again and the whole Mariah situation. Before this, coincidentally, Nick Cannon was talking on his radio show with, who was he talking to? I can't remember now, but anyway, he was on a radio show, and he was saying that he got to the point with Eminem where he was like, I want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not going to out wordsmith you. Let's throw these hands. He said Eminem didn't want them hands. So that was about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and then this song came out. So I'm not quite sure if Eminem heard that interview and then replied, from that, or he just decided to throw in dig up some 10-year-old beef with Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. But that's how it started. So since then, Nick Cannon has made 2 diss songs in a matter of 2 days with his Black Squad compadres. His Hitman Holla, Charlie Clips, Conceited, and some other dude I never heard of before. So they made 2 songs now, 2 diss songs about Eminem, and they basically saying they're waiting for him to come back. Eminem did respond on Twitter today. Nick Cannon's thing in one of his verses was that he has a videotape of Eminem giving head to some dude or whatever, etc. So, no, Nick Cannon said Eminem's chauffeur has a video of him giving head, and Nick Cannon has that video, but he's saying that he doesn't want to release it, or he may release it or whatever. So Eminem responded back on Twitter by saying that he never even had a chauffeur. What the hell Nick Cannon talking about? That was Eminem's Twitter response today. So whether or not he has a song reply in the works, we'll see. But the second this song Nick Cannon dropped with the Black Squad was still trash, but better.
Okay.
So maybe by the time the third one come out, we might have something, bro.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who the hell came up with that name for his rap group, the Black Squad?
Was Wildin' Out.
So that
they got a Black Squad and a Platinum Squad, yeah.
So literally it's just the Wildin' Out name.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the Black Squad.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was just, because all of them were black. They just said I thought they was doing some type of racial type stuff against Eminem.
No,
the white rapper versus the Black Squad.
Oh no, it's the Black Squad and the Platinum Squad on the show, and those guys are typically those guys are always on his team. So
okay,
Black Squad, yeah.
Okay, all right, makes sense. I just thought it was a little bit deeper. Forgive my ignorance.
Sometimes it just is what it is.
It is
bro.
what it is. Okay,
yeah, it is what it is.
I got you. I don't like that word "is what it is" at this moment.
Yeah, I told you it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody say for the audience. Somebody say if it is what it is. Either they don't care no more or they're ready to throw hands with you.
That's
Remember
true.
that.
Yeah,
all through life.
Yeah, it is what it is. You either you gonna knuckle up, or they just don't care.
Yep.
So yeah, you're right about that. So now let's get on Eminem.
Okay.
Eminem has been in the rap game since 1999. And if you do the years, that's close to 19 to 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. So he's been in the rap game for a long time. He's went after a lot of pop artists. He went after Cannabis. But was that a battle?
Cannabis was going to the army, bro.
And Cannabis was out the game, right?
Cannabis was still in the game, man, but I don't know, man. Like nothing he said. Me personally, I'm a Cannabis fan, so I can't really. My opinion is kind of biased, but nothing he said about Cannabis to me was like groundbreaking. Like, oh my god, this dude really killing them. So, whatever.
Okay. Then he went at the Ja Rule, but it was a whole group of them. So
yeah, they double team, triple team Ja Rule. Really?
They got him on. It was him, Busta Rhymes, and DMX, right? Well, no, was DMX on that song? I remember it was.
I don't think DMX. I thought DMX's job was cool.
I remember at one point DMX and Ja Rule wasn't cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think DMX made a song about Ja Rule at one point.
Really?
It was some subtitles. Ja Rule, I think DMX said, "Yeah, I saved your bitch ass in Chicago." You know what happened? You know what was supposed to happen to you? DMX go off, bro. That's I think the world needs more of X. Not since he's out of prison. Yeah. So I hope he's doing well, by the way, man.
I think he signed with Def Jam recently. He re-signed with Def Jam and they're supposed to be dropping something, but Swiss Beats been saying him and DMX been working on the album since X was out of jail the first time. So maybe it's coming. Who knows? He
got like 13, 14 kids or something like that too. He got a football team, bro.
My dog in debt, bro.
Yeah, he definitely in debt.
Yeah, he in debt.
He in debt. But obviously, so Eminem had the Ja Rule beef, but that really wasn't his beef. Because it was 50 Cent beef.
50 Cent started, he kind of jumped in. What you supposed to do? That's your boy.
Yeah, that's your boy.
Get your piece.
Yeah. And then I guess, lately, you had your MGK, you had your Everlast. You remember Everlast?
Yeah.
Yeah, people forget about that one.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Eminem and Everlast. So Everlast went back at Eminem. Don't get it twisted.
He did. Why? Everlast got no reason to be scared. For
what? Of course.
That's how I feel about Nick Cannon. Like, as trash as Nick Cannon is, what you scared for, bro? So what? Nick Cannon the made man, bro.
For
real.
Eminem
can say whatever he got to say about Nick Cannon, man. Do what you do, whatever.
Yeah. First off, we know Eminem he's not gonna throw hands with Nick Cannon.
No.
For what? Secondly,
I don't think Nick Cannon can fight.
It doesn't even matter if he can fight or not.
The age difference.
Yeah, man. I think he just beat him just because of that. Yeah. Eminem this man, come on, bro. I don't see Eminem as a guy, out there, going to MMA training to learn how to fight people, bro.
That's true.
You can say you grew up in Detroit on the 8th Mile, but what does that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nobody cares where nobody cares where you're from is where you at.
Where you at, exactly.
So, however,
that's a side note too, by the way.
Yeah, that
we'll
is.
talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good. But all those battles, who has he really battled?
Exactly. And then you got to think about it, man. It's easy to Because now let's not take anything away from Eminem. He's a great wordsmith. He's great with the lyrics now. But the guys that's like me going to Nims and every week I'm killing cats in one-on-one. I'm like, all right, because it's easy for Mike to look good because I'm playing with people who are smaller than me. Not, you know what I'm saying? They still got a long way to go for the most part. So if I'm out here killing these young cats and then saying I'm one of the greatest, that don't really work. You know, you got to have victories against the top guys. And I haven't seen it.
I don't see it. And to be honest with you, man, I mean, it sounds like hateful, you know, maybe coming out of my mouth, but Eminem first 2 albums to me were very good. Everything else was
trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah, it was trash. To me.
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
They were trash.
And to be honest with you, I'm taking a step further. I didn't even listen to them. I didn't even check for them. That's because I was like, I would hear a couple of songs, you know, the singles and stuff like that, but I wasn't really. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah, the mystique of what allured us in listening to Eminem from the beginning was the fact that he was a white rapper and he was signed to Dre. And you were like, oh, okay, let me see what Dre endorsed this. Well, let me see what he's talking about. But once you got in there and saw what he was talking about, then the steam kind of went away. Now, feature wise, he had some great features.
Oh, most
he definitely
definitely
had some awesome features out there. But albums, to me, to be considered one of the greatest rappers, if you want to look at it from all different perspectives, what makes somebody a great rapper, you have to be able to put together a great album.
Have to.
If you can't consistently put together great albums, it's hard to be like, you know, he's one of the greatest rappers ever.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't put him over Jay-Z. That would be
no. Come on.
I mean, that's not even a question.
It's blasphemy.
That's definitely blasphemy. I mean, somebody like who's old school, like, you know, Rakim, who had 2 great albums. Actually, Rakim made like 4 albums, I think. So he has a small sample size.
True.
And then other people like Biggie, who definitely has a small sample size. I guess you want to call Life After Death, you know, 3 CDs. If you want to, you know, was it Born Again and Life After Death? So that was 3 CDs, but it was technically 2 because Life After Death was a double disc, you know. So yeah. And then you had the Born Again, which wasn't really an album. So, you know, and then Tupac, Tupac still dropping albums. However,
yeah, you got a lot out of there.
What your point you was making is that you got to make great albums to be considered the great MC.
True.
And for me, he's a great MC, but I don't think he's the GOAT of anything. He's in my top 10.
White rappers?
Oh, he's the greatest white rapper of all time? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give him that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna break it out in categories like that, yeah.
So you got to include it.
Yeah, I mean, rap is a genre, you know, but I look at it specifically if you can rap or not. Now, if we want to go break it down by the racial guidelines, he's the greatest white MC of all time.
Yeah, okay.
You know, but he's in my top 10. He got skills, bro. I like him, but I put him probably in my top 15. Yeah, because it's a lot of people out there. People sleep on Redman. Ghostface album. That one album you put me on in a high school. Oh my goodness, bruh. I need to thank you. Cause I really thought you was tripping listening to that Wu-Tang stuff, bro. You know, we was so much on Cash Money, bling bling,
no limit,
man. We ain't trying to hear all that lyrical stuff, bro. What we trying to hear? Why are you trying to do these double entendres? Put these paragraphs together. You know, these dudes were dropping gems in these songs back in the day.
Method Man.
Yeah, Method Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
To Cal.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
So okay, well, getting back on the Nick Cannon Eminem situation. Mm-hmm. Nick dropped 2 diss tracks. Eminem dropped 1. He didn't really drop it. He just dropped the verse.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. So what does this go from here?
I mean, if he decides to get into another beef with Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon has his guys with him now. I mean, with that being said, now the guys he does have with him, man, not to be slept on. I mean, I don't know about album wise, but Charlie Clips, Conceited, Hitman, all of some of the greatest battle rappers to ever do it. You know what I mean? So he has some backup with him. If he decides to go with him, I mean, long story. To answer your question, I don't think he should. Who's winning? Like, you know what I mean?
Technically, Nick is.
Yeah, I mean, technically in this particular matchup, Nick is winning. But like, if he goes to Nick Cannon again, like, what are you proving? You know what I mean?
It's always like he took low hanging fruit. He took shots at low hanging. Like, what do you gain? Like you said, by going at Nick Cannon.
Exactly.
It doesn't go after a true MC.
Exactly. And Nick Cannon, man, even though he wants to be a rapper, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you himself, man, behind closed doors or in front of everybody, I'm not really a rapper. I'm an entertainer. You know what I mean? I like to, I got my TV show out. He's a great host, by the way. I give him Nick Cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Cannon can host some shit, bro.
Most definitely.
Yeah, he's a great host, man.
Most definitely.
He got a lot of different things going on. I mean, much respect to Nick Cannon. Never thought he was funny. Never thought he was a good rapper, but not really a good actor either. But yeah, Nick Cannon does his thing. So I don't really see the point of him trying to really go back and forth with Nick Cannon. It's nothing to gain there. But, Eminem, he's going to have to say something, because if he doesn't, everybody's going to be like, well, Eminem lost it, Eminem this and Eminem that. Whatever.
Do you think he knows his shine is fading away? He's trying to get some type of glory back into, the music scene? Because, what you start off, you could get to a certain point in life that you're well off, but, sometimes people tend to forget who you are if you're not seen enough in the game.
Well, he always been a recluse. Like, he's never really been like, I'm out here just, doing interviews and, everywhere. He's never really been that guy, but I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to really say with Eminem why he even bought that stuff up from 10 years ago in the first place, and then why he's even, I don't know, bro.
Do you think he's overrated?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's one of is he in your top 5 as most overrated rappers of all time?
No, because he has talent,
but
like I said, the albums don't prove it. The same way I feel about Nas. People always be like, Nas is a great lyricist.
He is.
So albums is sus, bro.
The first album was classic. I like I Am.
Yeah, okay. I give you them too. And that's where it stops to me.
You don't like Godson? And
nope.
you don't like what was the Stillmatic? Mm-mm. You don't like Stillmatic?
No, I didn't like that. The Jay-Z song he did on Stillmatic was clean. Now that was a banger there, but nah, like the album wasn't really it for me.
Godson and Stillmatic was nice to me.
Nah, man, I Am and the first one, Illmatic. Those were nice. But outside of that, like Nas's albums don't really have that effect for me. Is what I'm saying.
He had that one with the N. I think he wanted to call it nigga.
Yeah.
But he just put the N on it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
it was called the N. So okay, well, I believe Eminem have a little bit of overratedness to him. I think he's a great rapper. I should say MC. Mm-hmm. However, like I agree with you in the standpoint of his album's not hitting. But one thing I probably would caution you on is that the man created a different. I think he breeded a lot of some of these new rappers, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay,
because when he came in with that first song with what was that first song with the Slim who's the real Slim Shady? I forget the name. I forget the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. That's
his first song.
His first single.
My name is.
Yeah. There it is. My name is. There it is. So I think he made not him specifically, but I think he brought it back to make rappers very vulnerable, because he was talking about a whole bunch of crazy shit that I couldn't really relate with. However, he brought, I think, that kind of vulnerability back to rap. Now, because you didn't have too many people talking about it. You had people talking about it, but maybe not to the extent of his side. So he gave a different angle. So in that respect, I give Eminem a lot of props. That he kind of switched up the game a little bit. He didn't innovate anything. He didn't create anything. Let's get that clear. But he switched it up a little bit. So
you're talking about with the drug use, man, and et cetera. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he was talking about a little bit of drug use and things of that nature, and what was going on in his life and what was going on between him and his mom and him and his baby mom, and and all that stuff like that. And I think he breeded maybe that new emo rap, that emotional rap, to a certain extent.
How you feel about emo rap?
Man, Chance the Rapper is the king of it. And
he goes on the overrated file also.
Yeah, I don't see it, bro. Personally, I can't. From what I heard, the little sample size I heard, I gotta listen to a CD to fully judge him. So the jury's still out for me. But some of the songs I heard are like, I don't know. I don't know about him. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But he's on the emo rap category.
Not really, man. I wouldn't really put him emo. I would go more like the XXX Tentacion, Juicewrld, those kind of guys. I would put more in the emotional rap, the emo rap type of thing. Chance the Rapper is more of a, I wouldn't say emo rap. It's kind of like a, he definitely got a lot of Christian influence in his rap. He's always talking about God and this type of stuff, or whatever. But it's kind of hard to categorize this type of rap. But I wouldn't consider him as an emo rapper.
Okay.
You get these guys, man, who, especially now, these emo rap, or the guys who are leading emo rap, are mixing in the drug use and the Xanax, and you taking all kinds of prescription medications or whatever because you're feeling this way or that way or whatever. So I think that it's all mixed in. I think, like you said, with Eminem too, he has some part in that, that kind of, being popularized. People taking all kinds of prescription medicine because, like you said, bro, you're talking about 99, we were in 11th grade, but I didn't know what, I still don't know what a Xanax is. You know what I mean? All he's talking about, Eminem was talking about Xanax and Percocets and popping pills, and he want to go out and kill his mom and et cetera, et cetera. So it was interesting to listen to because he was talking about stuff we never really heard somebody use on a regular like that, but it was also like, I don't know what the hell this man going through. Nobody my kind of problems. So
that's a fact, man. So that's a good segue to the fact that when we was talking about Juicewrld off camera, and rest in power to that young man, 21 years old, right?
21.
21. And died in Chicago at the Chicago airport, by the way. So, but word on the street is the fact that he died of some type of drug overdose.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I think the toxicology reports haven't came back yet, but from what they're saying, it was a drug overdose, too many pills. Yeah, and that leads to a bigger question, because back in the day we was talking about our day when we grew up. We had drug dealing rap. Now you had a mixture. So you had conscious rap, because I remember having the African medallion around my neck too. Yeah, I remember literally having the African medallion. I think that, and people was thinking that African culture was getting popularized now. I thought that stuff was getting popularized back then. To be perfectly honest with you, because I felt like Arrested Development. Yes. Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest, X-Clan. Some of those, was it Poor Righteous Teachers? Yeah. Yeah. And what's the people? Black Sheep? Yep. Black Sheep. That was late 80s, early 90s, early 2000s. So I was like, man, this ain't new. It's just that it's more, you got more platforms to express these type things. Exactly. Hell, Africa Bambaataa the Zulu Nation, but it started off with the whole, like, we're going to keep this stuff black centric, you know what I mean? And look at our history and that type of stuff. So it's been in the game for a while. I don't know if we want to mention African Bambaataa's name. Man, I still ain't heard nothing about that stuff. You told me about it a while back, bro. I gotta look into that. You gotta look into. I gotta look into that. I've been looking for it too, man. I ain't seen it nowhere, bro. Hey, where you heard that at, man? The streets and YouTube. Now, I heard about African Bambaataa. Now, how true it is all allegations. So, I gotta look into that. So first off, let's just use the word alleged, because allegedly, he was out there, getting it in with these young boys back in the day. Okay. Now, that's what the streets say. Allegedly. Like I said, I've been looking for it. I haven't seen anything. As of last week, about 2 weeks ago, I was looking for it. So I just came across my mind. Matter of fact, Looking for a Perfect Beat came on the radio. And I said, man, okay, African Bambaataa did this thing back in the day. And I said, let me listen and look for this stuff. And I haven't seen it, man. So you might not be looking hard enough. No pun intended. So listen, I those guys that we mentioned, X-Clan and Poor Righteous Teachers and Arrested Development and Black Sheep and so on and so on. I forgot about Public Enemy. Oh, of course. Yeah. Public Enemy, yeah. Yeah. These guys, and then you had the drug dealer rappers that started with NWA. That started in 89, but and then you start to get off into like the gangster rap, real hardcore gangster rap. Yeah. Right? But you kind of had those segments in hip hop where you had like, Kid and Play, and that type of rap, and then you had like, conscious rap, as people call it. But I feel like gangster rap is conscious too, because you're speaking from the consciousness of what you're dealing with every single day.
That's true.
So I mean, rap is rap at the end of the day, but they categorize it. Shout out to Dolores Tucker,
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash. By the way, that Grandmaster Flash song, The Message.
Yeah,
that bitch is hard.
Yeah, bro.
Dog, when I listen to that last verse,
yeah, bro.
Junkies in the back room, bro. Don't get me to rehearse that, boy. I listen. Matter of fact, when I go home, I'm gonna listen to that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Grandmaster Flash.
Classic. The Message was a classic single, bro.
Yeah, and the thing about it was that's how he explained it. Like, this is what I'm giving you how
right.
we live, and this is what I see every day. So I'm gonna rap about it.
I get it. So, and then obviously Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, and then so on and so on with all these great guys. But man, it transitioned.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the drug dealer to the drug user. When did this happen? Like literally, these kids are talking about codeine. Eminem might have kind of put the initial seed out there with a lot of things. I think he invented a little bit with the emo rap, in my opinion, just kind of brought it to light. Man, I think Future took that bitch over the top, bro, with this drug use stuff. Like the rappers using drugs.
Yeah.
I never, like, I'm literally listening to him, no more than 4 or 5 years ago when Future was, man, he was the hottest thing out, bro.
Yeah.
Percocet. I mean, he made that song, Molly Percocet, no more than 2 years ago.
That was about 4 years ago.
Dude, oh my goodness. You serious, bro?
No, it may have been like 2. It may have been like 2. I'm messing with you, man.
Okay, I was about to Google that. You might, man, I'm like, oh.
Man, yeah, it was like 2. 2, I think it's like the summer of 17, I think, when I came out.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there. But yeah, you're right, man. Those guys, man, talking about you. But you can't, Wayne.
You might be.
Wayne was on it, bro.
Yeah, Wayne was on
that codeine and all that stuff hard, man.
Yeah.
Wayne was on that codeine.
Sipping on that scissor. 3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia talking about hitting that coke and everything, bro. Them boys are wild back then.
Yeah, they were wild. They was wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, a couple of what's the guy? Lord Infamous passed away. I mean, a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, yeah, you're right. 3-6 Mafia, Lil Wayne, Future. If we think hard enough, we could name a few more.
Remember your boys, Houston, man. They had that run with Paul Wall and Mike Jones and them.
Yeah,
boys was sipping on that syrup and codeine and all type of stuff, man. Let me tell you something about codeine, bro. That should have killed you, man. All right, bro. Let me tell you something. That's my PSA for the week. Mike Johnson PSA. Don't fuck with codeine. That shit will kill you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna kill you, bro. It's cough drop. I mean, cough drop. It's cough syrup, and then they mix it with Sprite.
Yeah, bro. And you
drinking it.
The effects of it, bro. It makes you. It slows you down, man. Like, bro, some man like Wayne. Wayne had his issues with seizures also,
right?
With the same thing, because he was drinking the codeine, etc. And he was like, he stopped doing it. I don't know if you heard Wayne talk lately, but it doesn't sound like he used to. But like in the early 2000s, bro, Wayne used to be like even like his interviews and everything. He's like, what is this guy talking about, man? Like, what's going on here, man? That's not a good look. It's bad for you when you responding like that, man. You can't respond right, man. You can't get your raps out right. Like you giving interviews, people don't know what you're talking about. People think something wrong with you. It's just not a good look.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look at all.
I heard him on Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and my man Skip Bayless. And he's answering questions like, yeah. And I'm like, bruh, you gotta enunciate your words. Pronounce these words. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. So the main thing is that these guys, man, who issued in this type of rap, man, made it popular for these young kids to believe that is the wave. Schoolboy Q definitely talks about, drug use in some of his raps as well. Mm-hmm. And how he's trying, to kick that habit. Yeah. French Montana, I think, is in the hospital as we speak. I don't know if it was something dealing with drug use, but it could be.
French Montana?
Yeah.
He just dropped the album.
Yeah, he had to promote it from the hospital. Talk to me.
I hope he not. I don't know. I don't know how French Montana roll. I don't know too much about French, but I hope he not on there.
Bro, it seems like it's just the wave. It's almost like back in the days in the 80s in Hollywood when Eddie, when you just took a bump of coke.
Hey, I'm talking about Eddie on here, man.
I'm just letting you know. I didn't. I'm just saying.
I talk about Bubba and Coke. We're talking about Eddie, bro.
But rest in peace to Charlie Murphy. He said those parties was wild back in the day.
Eddie Murphy, a living legend, man. Let's talk about Eddie. Eddie or Wesley, bro.
Eddie Murphy is a god.
Yes.
In this game, bro. He's a god in this game. He's not even a legend no more. He's a god. So yeah, shout out to Eddie Murphy. By the way, Dolomite was solid, but it wasn't. It wasn't what I expected.
I heard Coming to America is supposed to be a banger.
Bro, cause if he somehow tops the first one, it's no more talk. He's gonna top Will Smith.
He was on Ellen, bro. He said he said this movie. Now he could have just been hyping the movie up, but that don't really seem like Eddie. He was like, man, this is gonna be a lot better than a lot of people thought it was. You got King Jaffer back. He said all the characters coming back. The Jewish man in the barbershop, the guys, all those guys back. Arsenio Hall, all the characters, everything back, man.
How old is the Jewish guy in the?
The Jewish guy was 85 and 80, bro. But Eddie Murphy said he playing him again. He said all the three guys in the barbershop be back. Randy Watson.
Randy Watson?
He gonna be in there. Of course, John Amos is still in there. Lisa. You know what pissed me off?
What?
You know what I'm gonna say, bro? The sister.
Yeah.
Patrice, I did not see her in the credits, man. In the cast, bro.
They tripping.
Yeah, everybody back though, man. So Louis Anderson, remember Louis Anderson was the cashier?
And McDowell's?
Yeah. Everybody coming back. Oh, and Wesley Snipes in this one too.
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
Okay, shout out to Wesley. He getting them checks. Yeah. He learned his lesson from the IRS. I hope he learned it again. Yeah. I mean, well, I'm sorry. I hope he learned his lesson not to go back to prison again. I need to put that in full context. So
love Wesley, man.
I respect Wesley. I always like Wesley. Shout out to him in Passenger 57. You always got to bet on black. You remember that line?
Yes, man.
Yeah, bet on
57, a great movie, man.
Yeah. And he did the sequel to A Fugitive with what's my guy name?
Tommy Lee
Jones. Tommy Lee Jones.
That was a good movie, bro.
Yeah,
that was a really good movie.
Yeah, I forget what the actual sequel was called. It was never really A Fugitive 2, but it was almost like a play off of it.
Wasn't it called A Fugitive?
Was it? What was the first one with Harrison Ford and him?
The one with Harrison Ford is called The Fugitive.
But
that was Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah.
The second one,
that was a classic, by the way.
Oh yeah,
that was a great movie, bro. I think that movie aged well. To be perfectly honest with you,
both of them do.
Yeah.
Anytime the Wesley Snipes version come on, I have to watch it. It's a good movie.
This is a good movie.
Wesley Snipes had that wig on.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Wesley. God damn, I forgot. We gotta get back on this the rap game and
the drug use. Yeah,
drug use.
Yeah. Shout out to Eddie Murphy.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy and Wesley and Kobe Bryant too. So so bro, what's your thoughts on that? Just in general about not knowing all the details, but another detail is the fact that we heard is that Juicewrld had his private jet. And on the private jet, he had guns.
70 pounds of marijuana.
70 pounds of marijuana.
You know how much marijuana it is, bro?
That's a lot. And codeine.
Yeah.
And they said in order for him to, get rid of some of the drugs that he started taking some of the codeine and caused the ripple effect. They end up, cost him his life. Now, that's allegedly.
Yeah.
You know how true that is, to the toxicology come out and people talk about, what actually truly happened once the, doctor reads that out to, the world.
When I first heard about it, when I heard he had a seizure coming off the airplane, and then they got the videos of him on the airplane with his guys, he seemed fine or whatever. So all of a sudden he had a seizure coming off of the airplane. My mind didn't go to him ingesting drugs because the feds were coming, but him doing some kind of drugs on a plane that led to him having a bad reaction. Dion Waiters.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
On the plane with them edibles, man. Eating too many edibles, bro. You had a seizure. Like, people have seizures. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Some people have medical conditions that cause them to have seizures. But a lot of times, Rick Ross, these guys
Yeah.
having these seizures, it's usually drug related. You have to stay away from that stuff, man. And think about it, if you want to do it, it's not good. But if you want to do it in moderation. Don't just come out here crazy with the I'm about to just go and put X amount of pills in here and follow it up with some codeine because I want to get into a certain mindset, or I've been taking them so long to where I can't feel or get into the mindset unless I take X amount of pills. Man, you got to be careful, bro.
Yeah, you do, man.
It will kill you.
It definitely would kill you, man. It's so crazy, man, that these guys are following these trends. I remember I kept my dare promise, bro. I said, I said,
shout out to Dare.
Shout out to Dare, man.
Drug abuse, persistence, and education.
Oh man, great! You remember that acronym,
bro?
Do you got a Dare T-shirt somewhere?
No, but I remember vividly, dog. My wife always laughing when I say this, man. I remember 5th grade. They made us sign that pledge, bro. It was at Pineview Middle School, bro, and they said, "You plan to be are you going to be the drug-free class of 2000?" I took that to heart, bro. I've never took any kind of drugs before, man.
Me either.
No alcohol, no weed, no cigarettes.
Is alcohol a drug?
And depends on how you look at it.
I guess I did drugs then.
Yeah, you was on that drink hard.
Well, that was for a second.
You was on that shine.
That was when we first got to college. I ain't hit that shine though. There's no way I'm taking that moonshine, man. That was like 3,000 proof. Man, I'd be a dead man walking. I did hit that E&J brandy though.
Oh man,
that had your boy slumping.
Yeah, I guess alcohol is not really considered a drug, man. But no cigarettes, no weed smoke, no perks,
none,
no Xanax, no lean, no coke, none of that stuff, man.
None.
And
undefeated, bro. Never did none of that stuff.
I guess if it worked for me and you, then they were successful.
They did.
I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else, but if they got 1 or 2 people out of it, man, there you go.
Do you remember the song though?
Dare to keep the kids off drugs.
Dare to keep the kids off drugs. We had our own little, Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday to you to that song. We had to put a little bit of, flavor on that song.
Yeah, put a little spice on it.
A little spice on it. Yeah. So, man. Oh man, yeah, bro. But continue on, man. About, as far as the, situation. So do you think that overall people seeing Juicewrld, pass away?
Mac Miller.
ASAP
Yams.
Damn. Yeah, ASAP Yams. Forgot, man, sheesh.
Yeah, bro.
Man. So basically, I think you just basically answered my question. I don't think nobody's going to learn any lessons from this. They're just going to continue on with this.
These kids nowadays are so impressionable, man. I don't know what switch. Maybe it's the fact that there's so much media or news coming to them or so many different avenues to get different stuff. But these kids are so impressionable. Like you were saying a while back on one of the podcasts. These kids killing themselves over challenges, man.
Yeah.
Somebody get in there and say, I'm light myself on fire challenge. And before you know it, man, 10,000 kids, 1 million kids trying to light themselves on fire just to get on the internet.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's amazing that at this point in life that the way we see things, is because of our personal experiences and things that we have seen people go through, which has made us very smart in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. So, they always told me a smart man learns from the mistakes of himself, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
Very true. So,
these kids are, in my opinion, very techno savvy, right? Mm-hmm. They're entrepreneurs, so you can see. I don't see this generation working for a company for 30 years. They're more go getters in that way.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, they live life to the fullest, which is great. But like you said, they're very impressionable, and they just tend to follow trends based off on what's on social media and specifically like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and it causes a ripple effect. Mm-hmm. And nobody's learning lessons from what they're seeing because it's almost like they trapped in the matrix. It's almost like the social media keeps them in this matrix that they can't get out of because they actually, it happened to Juicewrld, it happened to ASAP Yams, it happened to Mac Miller, people like that, and they're like, okay, well, it can't happen to me. So it's crazy, man, that these kids don't want to wisen up and learn from the mistakes of these superstars.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think we spoke about this on a recent podcast also about with the when we were growing up, when 90s rap and gangster rap and all type of stuff was really hitting the community, I was a young male. I thought it was all real. You know what I mean? I thought everything they said was real. Like, man, these dudes killing guys, man, they still here rapping race. But at no point in my life was ever like, you know what, man, I think I want to go be a gangster rapper too. I want to go out and get some bodies on me and you know what I'm saying? Join the gang. Like, come on, dude. Like, it just never, even then, like, the Mortal Kombat, the crazy video games. You know, we used to go outside and cut up and wrestle each other, you know, watching wrestling. But it was never a situation where I was like, I'm going to see if I can pull Cam head off or his arms off and see what happened. Like, that never, I don't get it, man.
We're some of the few that understood that, you know, that life isn't for us. I tried to be hard for one day. That was one of the worst days of my life, bro. Imagine me going out there, I'm going to be a thug today. But man, that was horrible, bro. I'm like, man, how you go around doing stuff like this?
That's what.
It's not in me.
Exactly, man. Sometimes in life you just gotta be. You can never lose out on being yourself. That's my other PSA for the week, man. Don't mess with codeine, and then you never lose out being yourself.
Never.
Trying to be somebody else, man, it'll always end up in a bad place. It's just never a good thing to try to be someone or anything more than what you actually are. That. Like, you were talking about being hard, like in the 90s, bro, that was cool. Like, now in the 2000s, being a tough guy ain't cool no more.
Nah.
It ain't cool. Like, it ain't being a tough dude ain't even cool.
The crazy part is, bruh, let's even look at the basic dressing game.
Oh, my goodness.
Bruh, I, myself, have slimmed my jeans down. Mm-hmm. If I wear the jeans that I used to wear back in the 90s and the early 2000s, bruh, that's not flying today.
No, bro.
But back then, when we grew up, you couldn't wear the jeans that people are wearing now.
Exactly.
You would get cut up. So these kids have went the opposite way of what. So they went from the 90s and early 2000s. They went from the drug dealers to the drug users. They went from big jeans to small jeans. So everything seems to be a ripple effect, and they don't even respect. Not all, because I wouldn't disrespect all of them kids like that. I should say young men and young women, saying that they don't respect, you know, their elders. But I think it comes to a point where, like, they feel like at this point in time that what the elders set for them in the rap game, that they don't have to show respect because they're making money in shows. I mean, these kids are killing the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making tons of money. But it's a lot of great rappers, who ain't doing well, bro. Yeah. You know,
you're right.
And these kids are benefiting off the backs of them, which is a great thing because, you know, rap is an evolution and it's the most popular genre in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, and that puts you in a different mindset too, bro. When you don't have somebody that can tell you, hey, bro, you going about it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So, I mean, it's a lot of things that maybe be causing these guys to be drug dealers. I mean, not drug users and stuff like that, and just not listening in general to the elders of the game.
And it goes kind of what you were saying too about people not having to, with the older rappers being able to say something to the young guys like you're not doing it right. It's hard for I can't think of any examples right now, but let's say an older rapper we use Ja Rule for example.
Okay.
Right? We use Ja Rule. So let's say Ja Rule coming to these new age cats saying, hey, you doing it the wrong way, young fella. Maybe Jay-Z can say that. Jay-Z's a billionaire. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Ja Rule, don't know how much money he has, ain't hating on the man by any means, but some of these young cats, like you said, 19, 20, 21, already got $400-500 million at 21 years old. So a older dude who may be worth about the same, about $4 or $5 million. It's hard for me to be like, yo, you're doing it wrong. I'm 42 years old, and you 21, and you already got the same amount of money I do. I'm not going to listen to you, bro. Like, come on, man. Only person I listen to is it. If I'm worried about money, if money's my only reason for getting into the rap game, only person I listen to is a Jay-Z, somebody like that. A man who's a billionaire. Like, he's coming to me saying, okay, you doing X wrong, you doing this wrong. Okay, I'm going to listen to you because I see what you did.
Well, I don't know about a Kanye.
Man, Kanye trash.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's hard for those guys to give advice when you're not making that kind of money. Because most rappers it's few rappers that get into the game for the love of it. You know what I mean? You can love the game and love the rap, but those guys ain't the ones making money. And when it really comes down to it, if you choose to put rap as your full-time focus, then you have to make money off of it. You can't be working a side job and rapping at the same time if you plan on being a full-time rapper. Mm-hmm. So it's all about making money when it boils down to it. So if you're not making money like that, then How you gonna tell me?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
you worth $4 million and I'm worth $16 million. I'm only 21 years old. I'm only going up.
Yeah.
You know, you've been rapping since you started rapping when you were 20. You 22 years in the game and you still broke. Come on now.
Yeah. Man, it's a tragic situation, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, with this young man, Juicewrld, passing away.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm pretty sure he obviously had a ton of fans.
Yeah.
So with, you know, Tentacion passing away tragically, you know, in Florida, you know, by, you know, senseless violence.
Yeah, that was senseless.
That was just very senseless. That didn't even make any sense in that the same. And then, you know, Mac Miller, you know, and then like you mentioned, ASAP Yams, and I'm thinking of some other guys too, some probably some off the beat rappers that people didn't know about that got killed by senseless violence as well. And is we in the world right now, man, that information is readily available.
True.
If you Google codeine and Sprite and the effects of what that can have on your body, I'm pretty sure that you can tell yourself. You remember the commercial when the guy back in the 80s says, "This is an egg," and they put the egg in the frying pan or something, and then they said, "This is your brain." Well, I'm sorry,
this is your brain.
This is your brain. And then they put they crack the egg and put the egg in the frying pan. This is your brain on drugs.
Yep.
We need to go back to some of those commercials.
Simple.
This is codeine. You know, and this is what you look like after codeine after 5 years. I don't even think people can make it on 5 years of just straight codeine.
It's crazy. And even like just like you were saying with the information thing, it's like, man, when we were growing up, man, the internet was just really starting to pop off. And we had the Encyclopedia Britannica. And if you were lucky, you had to set in your household when the encyclopedia man came by selling encyclopedias. We were unlucky like most of us. We had to use the encyclopedias at school or the ones in the public library. Nowhere in the public library where you find out how to make codeine. You know what I mean? And with the internet wasn't available, so we didn't even know how to make it. You know what I mean? So like now, boy, anybody, like you you didn't even have to get up. You know, it's like I gotta go find me a laptop so I can look up how to make codeine. I can look on a computer.
Literally,
I can look at my phone, my cell phone in my pocket, and open up and find out how to make codeine and go at it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy out here, bro.
Sad world, bro, but it's the reality of things. I mean, we live in alternate reality.
Yeah.
You know, I think the alternate reality is social media, man, and then just fame. Yeah. I think fame is an alternate reality. I think people realize that at certain points in life that fame isn't what it's supposed to be. It isn't what it's cracked up to be, as they always say.
No.
You know, I told people I'd rather be the guy behind the scenes instead of it. And as much as of an extrovert I am, bro, I don't need all that because I don't need everybody. I like to talk cash with you guys. You know, I'm gonna show y'all my sneakers. You know, right now I'm killing the game with the sneakers I got on right now. Y'all can't see it, but I am killing the game. But you know, I like to do it. I like to do my my trash talking internally. But I'm not going. I'm not the dude going social media and have a $30,000 in cash and put that up to my ear. That's ignorance.
That's money talk.
Yeah, money talk. It's funny, but I'm like, nah, bro. I don't want nobody coming busting in my house thinking I got $30,000 in cash on me. You might see a card. Yeah, I might. You remember back in the day, I used to throw the cards out? Yeah. that was my money talk.
Man.
Yeah, so
fame, bro.
Fame will kill you, bro. Yeah. Fame is probably a stronger drug than anything.
Jay-Z said it himself, man. Fame is the worst drug known to man, bro.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's a fact, bro. So
listen to more Jay-Z, kids, man. You might not be a Jay-Z fan, but I'm telling you, if you listen to that dude, a lot of stuff he's saying in his lyrics, he telling you because he's been there. He's telling you because he's been there, man.
Jay-Z just turned 50.
Yes.
And
shout out to Jay-Z, by the way. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, congratulations to Jay-Z. That man had a very fruitful life, man. I mean, he got quote unquote the baddest chick in the game. I said quote unquote.
Yeah, that's coming from Jay-Z.
What I just said quote unquote.
That's coming from Jay. That's straight from Jay mouth.
But he should say that by his wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So shout out to Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce.
Yep.
I don't want to be high coming at me. So
Yeah, I got nothing to say about Beyonce. I'm just saying that quote.
That's
was
his
directed
wife
from Jay-Z.
Yeah. You're right. So secondly, which I think is most important, he put a lot of people on.
He did.
He did, man. Now, granted, they said Jay-Z has some shiesty ways to him, but in this game, when you do business, bro, you're gonna have some things that's gonna happen. I heard a story. I should say I seen a headline. It was Irv Gotti's older brother, I think, and said that Jay-Z. I think when Jay-Z had those Sean Carters or something, not Sean Sprite, yeah. He did a Sprite commercial with 50 Cent or something like that. I think he's supposed to do a commercial with 50 Cent. I just seen the headline. And he did that despite Irv Gotti, because Irv Gotti teamed up with, who did Jay-Z didn't like at that time? Man, I forget who Jay-Z had a beef with at that time. But Irv Gotti teamed up with that guy. Because him and Irv was close friends.
Yeah.
Irv Gotti said he knew Jay-Z in 87. 87, 88. So they had a long-term relationship. So, Jay-Z, behind the scenes might have did, but Jay-Z one of those guys, man, that he always played. He always dealt his cards the correct way, because he was always 3 steps ahead of you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
The way he moved, you had to give him props.
He's the first rap billionaire. I mean, like he said, came from nickel and diamond on the street selling drugs, man, to now this man is worldwide.
Yeah. What can you do besides congratulate Hov, bro? And
exactly. You got to give it to him.
Yeah, I don't personally know the man. I would definitely like to gain some knowledge from him. One day if I see him, I won't be. I guess the only guy I still would probably fan out over is Michael Jordan, because I love his shoes.
Really?
Well.
Really?
Hold on. Let me probably think about that for a second. I don't know if I would really fan out of Michael Jordan. But I'd definitely be in awe of him. Because of the reality, because it's literally seeing somebody from TV that looked like a superhero in basketball. Okay. He's not my role model by any stretch.
Okay.
But as far as the basketball, the way because I love basketball so much and I love sneakers and I wear most of his sneakers, it's almost like seeing that guy come to life. So if you saw Jordan walking by, you seen you be in awe. But what if you met him and sat down and talked with him? Would you still feel the same way? Probably not, because once you start to talk to people, bro, the reality, they're just a human being like you.
Okay, so seeing them is a different thing.
Yeah, because once you get to know people, bro, it's like it's the classic case, bro. I probably shouldn't put I won't say this. I had to stop myself with that one.
Okay.
Trust me, I was about to go off the wall.
Okay, I get go with it. Check yourself, bro.
However, with MJ, I think if I had that honest conversation with him, I think it would probably tear down those layers of, him being this guy. And we always say MJ, be cooning.
Oh yeah, for sure. Raccoon.
Is MJ in your top 5 of cooning? Of coons? Is he a current coon right now?
Yeah, he up there with OJ.
He up there with OJ, bro?
Yeah, no, OJ.
No, we talked about this.
OJ's the ultimate coon, of course. I'm saying, but Jordan is up there with OJ. He in the top. He probably in my top 5.
He in your top 5?
Come on, man. Now I think about Michael. When I think about coons, dog, I don't even think about OJ because I ain't heard from OJ in a minute. But when I really think about it and break it down, OJ is the ultimate coon. Michael Jordan's still in there though. Yeah.
OJ is the gold standard of cooning, man.
OJ.
I mean.
No, OJ's the platinum standard.
Yeah, he the platinum. Yeah.
He don't get much higher than him.
He the Vibranium. I mean, he got that Black Panther cooning to him, bro. I'm like, I don't think it's nothing that can break OJ from cooning.
Oh, well, I think we just found our topic for the name, man. Yeah. Vibranium cooning, bro. God, dog.
Yeah. Shout out to the title.
Boy.
Yeah, Vibranium cooning, man. Yeah, that dude is all. What kind of cool you have to be in vibranium level? You can't even break vibranium. You can't even find vibranium.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
OJ
man.
Vibranium Cooning, man. That's a new one now,
yeah,
bro.
You think he would be welcome in Wakanda?
Hell no. Not OJ, man. Bro, like I said, my man said I'm not black, I'm OJ. Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah, bro. It comes to a certain point in life, man. That you hear people talking, you like, bro, I don't know what you. I know we probably stand off a little bit off our topics, but bro, I still have to go back to that OJ documentary. And when that white woman said, "What is OJ doing with all those niggas over there?" And I like, and and you know, OJ friend said, man, you heard that lady? She called us niggas, and she said, but she referred to me as OJ. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
And see that, and that goes to show you. That's why he's a vibranium level cooner, bro. Because he successfully did what he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. He didn't want people to view him as a black man. He wanted him to just be OJ. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be OJ. I don't want to be black. I don't want to be whatever. But the darkest OJ Simpson is, he didn't want to be nothing but OJ. That's wild. And people viewed him that way. OJ had a good run.
He did. He had a good run.
He had a good run, bro.
He had a good run. But however, man, OJ, bro, we don't live in a colorless world. We know that people see color.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I hear that, I'm like, man, so you telling me you don't see that the sky is blue, or you don't see the grass is green. I mean, it's I understand what people are saying when they say it, because they're talking about the inner workings of the person itself. Yeah. But you see it because you have to identify people with their color. Yeah. You know, based off on what the world has set with these race standards.
Black man, white man.
Yeah.
Brown man, whatever, you know.
But getting back to OJ, that bitch is a vibranium coon.
Jeez, man. Oh my goodness, man. I almost want to get him an award for that, bro.
Bro, we need to get him, yeah. And to all of our white audience listeners, I mean, if you look up, if they don't know, I think most white folks know what coons mean, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, come on, bro.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying. Man. I want to, but yeah, I have a. Oh, do you think our white fans believe that OJ is the ultimate coon?
Yes, and the thing about it is this is how much of a coon OJ is, bro. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't know what a coon is, when I start talking about OJ, you would instantly know what a coon is. Yeah, yeah. He's synonymous with the word coon.
Yeah, it's a negative stereotype of your culture. Basically, that's what a coon is. Yeah, yeah. I had a cool ass acronym for the coon too. I forget what it is at this moment.
You told me a while back. I forget exactly what it was. Now.
Yeah. I forgot. If I could think, I might be able to think of it before the podcast ends.
Shout out to OJ.
Yeah, shout out to OJ. OJ, we'll definitely have you on the podcast, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Him, yeah. MJ. But you got MJ in your top. This is MJ in your top 5. Top 3 coons for me. OJ, Clarence Thomas. Yeah, Clarence Thomas is an old school one, boy. Please don't get that twisted. Shout out to Anita Hill. If you don't know who Anita Hill and Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill back in the 90s, do your Googles, man.
Okay, who else?
And Candace Owens.
So you can't give him top 5? Jordan up there, bro.
He not with them, bro.
He not with them, but he got to be top 5, man. Okay, top 10.
Yeah, he in the top 10.
Okay.
I think Jordan is trying, like I told you, I think Jordan is trying to do things better. I think he's realizing the errors in his ways.
Do you think the Chameleon story true?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. That Chameleon story is amazing. Sheesh. By the way, Chameleon doing real good.
Is it?
Yes, sir. For when I heard, some of these investments. So the crazy thing is that people like Chameleon and even like rappers like Cameron, They do investments that you don't even think they're doing in their partnership with a lot of these companies that they're quote unquote the silent partner, but they're making a ton of money and they just don't put their name out there like that. Now that's from what I heard. I heard Chameleon is doing very good out there in Silicon Valley or just making investments in general.
I can see that. I always like Chameleon. Even listening to Chameleon talk, man, I kind of like the vibe he's putting off. I rock with Chameleon.
Yeah, me too. I like Chameleon. Because when he rapped, he didn't cuss, did he? Because I think
he did, bro.
Well, I think at one point he tried to make a conscious effort not to cuss. I thought he did, but I could be wrong. So, but which was shout out to Chameleon there, man.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, and Candace Owens, Clarence Thomas, and OJ.
Okay.
So you got levels.
So OJ's the vibranium.
Man, OJ's the goddamn vibranium coon, bro.
God, oh boy.
Yeah, and Clarence Thomas platinum. He that good platinum. And people would say, why you would call Clarence Thomas a coon? Because, and Clarence Thomas did some fucked up shit, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so So it's just in my eyes that I see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, and your coon list is your coon list.
Yeah,
bro. You can't base your coons on what other people think.
Yeah.
Some people might look at OJ and say OJ was just being OJ, but no.
Nah, man. And Candace Owens, oh my goodness, that's self-explanatory too. So let's get off them people, bro.
Yeah, we went down a coon hole.
Yeah, we definitely went down a coon hole.
Yeah,
shout out to coons.
Where the hell do raccoons live at? They live in holes?
Raccoons just be, bro. You know what? That's a good question. Raccoons be everywhere. I be seeing them when I drive home, they coming out in that street, bro.
Coons and possums. Possums are the worst.
I got a home. I hate possums.
Possums look so disgusting. Bro.
I hate them, bro. Ain't nothing but a big ass rat to me, bro.
Essentially.
Yeah, I hate possums.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Really, a big rat.
It's a huge rat, bro.
Oh.
Hate possums. I just can't stand them, man. I see them all the time.
Can you imagine how they smell?
Oh my goodness. Bro, I got a homeboy. He know who he is. And his name will remain nameless at this point. However, this man told me a few years back that he said coon meat is the best meat.
I've heard that.
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
I'll try coon meat.
I haven't ate coon meat. I don't know. My mama from Perry. Now, shout out to my mama. My older sister ate coon meat. Mm-hmm. So, I don't remember what she told me about it. I think I can't even speak for her right now. However, I never tried coon meat that I know of. I could have been a baby and they could have gave me some coon meat because we lived in Perry at one point. I don't know. But, man, he said if you had steak, chicken, coon, fish, and turkey, he taking the coon meat over everything. I said, bro, you got to be kidding me. I said, who is cooking this coon meat?
Bro, it might be good, man.
Steak, turkey, chicken, fish, and coon meat?
But see, he's speaking from a world that he knows. We don't know about his world. We don't know about coon meat, bro. Until we get into the coon meat game, we might feel the same way he do.
Man, where the hell you getting coon from? How you find, bro? This is coon. You got to find it on the side of the road, killed.
You can trap them.
What you do?
People trap them.
Yeah, you can.
You can trap them.
Yeah, you can. But you out there trapping coons.
Bro, people eat coon. People eat possum.
They do.
Squirrel.
I
heard squirrel was good also.
Listen.
I never had them, but I heard they were good.
Bro, now, granted, I don't eat swine. You eat swine.
Come on. Yes, sir.
I think pigs are very nasty.
Pigs are, yeah, they are.
Coons to me are in the category of pigs that can eat out trash.
That's true.
So I'm like, I'm not about to, and they feed, they with chickens and fish and all. They farm fish and they farm chickens. Mm-hmm. But if you get them, you raise your own chickens and you catch fish from the wild, then it's a little bit different. And then turkey obviously is caught from they got farmed turkeys, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
And the coon won't be the first meat I look for. Now, if I'm in a desperate situation and I gotta have the coon, I'm gonna eat it.
If I went to somebody's house and he was like, having some coon on the grill, I would try it.
You would?
Yeah, because I might like it. I told you about foods, bro. I'm not really that type of person that's gonna be like, man, I'm about to just take a lot of things away from my life, bro. I've been eating sushi lately, man. You ever had sushi?
Sushi straight.
Okay, what kind of sushi you like to get?
I don't know, but I had it.
Now, see, I didn't go with the sashimi. I'm not talking about I'm not doing the raw, the raw fish.
Yeah, it was cooked.
Yeah, it was like crab meat, etc. Kind of rolled up in the rice, but it was really good, man.
It was good. I had that before.
Some things I'm not gonna just go and straight eat, but like a lot of stuff, man, I tried one time. I had rabbit. That was good.
Rabbit was good.
It was braised rabbit. I had it on the cruise ship actually. It was braised rabbit. It was pretty good.
I eat a rabbit.
Okay, but no coon.
I just can't see it.
Okay, so if you had to pick one, coon, possum, squirrel.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe squirrel.
Squirrel.
Probably the cleanest, right?
Yeah, I probably take a squirrel.
Squirrel, coon, possum last.
Yeah, it probably go, bro. I think that possum would be the last thing. I would literally have to be like that movie Alive back in, like, bro. It's the last thing on earth that I have to eat to survive. It would literally be a measure of survivment.
They look nasty. Probably greasy too. They do look nasty.
What kind of?
Shout out to my people who like possum.
Shout out to the people who like possum, bro. So, back on the sports topic, bro. So we had a fight this past weekend. Well, it was this past weekend, right?
Yeah,
and it was
last Saturday. Yep.
Yeah, and the fight was in the
Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm. and the fight was between Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua.
Yep.
And Anthony Joshua regained his belt back.
Yep.
Both of them can't beat Deontay Wilder.
He got all his belts back, right? One of like 4 or 5 belts.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. He's not that good.
I think, man, and if they are doing this, I can't blame them. I think it's just set up.
It is.
I think Ruiz got the best of them the first time. I don't think Joshua expected it. I'm pretty sure they had some conversations like, all right, man, you can get these belts back. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get paid. We both gonna get this money, and we're gonna do it one more time. That's what I think happened, personally.
Boxing is the only sport that's set up. I think boxing still have its old markings behind it when they trying to set up. They have these trilogies that these fights are set up. You can see. It's almost like you can see it.
Yeah, because the fight went down, man. It was just You know, I didn't watch too much of it. I just kind of seen highlights, man. But it wasn't nothing to write home about. Like Ruiz didn't look like the Ruiz like the first time, and I highly doubt that Anthony Joshua just all of a sudden came up with this unique game plan to beat this man. I think they just setting up for that third match, and then it's like, all right. So basically, man, I can get $1 million, I can get $2 million or $3 million. Let's say we would just make even numbers to make it easy. $1 million a fight. I beat you the first round. The first time I got that $1 million. I can beat you a second time and get $2 million, or I can let you get this one, get my other $1 million, and then we go back again and get $1 more million. You know what I mean? So come on, bro. Why not get that extra money?
Yeah, I agree.
Why not?
Yeah, it goes back to what the fight game is all about, and once you become a big name fighter, it's all about money. The
first, what do they call them once they get to a certain level? The first one is prize, right?
Prize
fighter, not fighter. Prize fighter.
Prize fighter.
It's about the prize, man.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm not mad at that. That's one sport that you better get your goddamn money. You getting punched in the goddamn head.
Yeah.
On a constant basis, you better get something.
Exactly. You got to come out of that thing with that money.
Yeah.
Get the bag, like they say. The young kids say, get that bag. Secure the bag.
Get the bag, because that's a gladiator sport.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not going in the ring with anybody.
No.
Now I might. You remember Fan Man back in between? I think it was 97 or 96 with Evander Holyfield and who was it? Riddick Bowe. Yeah, and the guy crashed the ring.
His intent was to land it in the ring, but
he did.
He got what he got.
He got what he paid for. He passed away, by the way.
He did?
Yeah, not too long ago.
What you saw that at?
Evander Holyfield mentioned it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so sometimes people become part of the actual fight, and he became part of the actual lore of that fight between Riddick Bowe and Evander. Was it Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield?
I can't remember. I know Evander Holyfield was involved. I can't remember who was fighting, but
yeah, maybe it was Riddick Bowe. Yeah. So but yeah, bro. Shout out to Anthony Joshua for gaining his belt, but neither one of them can beat Deontay Wilder.
No. Speaking of fighting, man, I'll bring something I'm going to tell you about. Last week we was talking about Foreman Ali.
Yeah.
Ali being Foreman. I look into that, bro. Read that story, man, about the Thriller in Manila. That was very interesting, man. When you told me about how Ali beat him with the psychological thing, I heard about it, but I never really got into it to find out exactly what happened. But
yeah,
that's some interesting stuff, man. That's some
Psychological warfare is an old game, but it works.
Exactly, man. Essentially, Foreman was like, Ali had him believing that he was scared. And Foreman, that cost Foreman the fight. That's essentially what it boils down to, but it's a lot more involved in it, man. It's a good, I can have to send you the article, man, but there's some good articles on how that whole thing went down, and he was mad at Muhammad Ali for so long, and, then they ended up being friends, afterwards and whatnot, but check that out.
Okay.
Look into that, man.
Okay. I still, man, I love the fact that when, before Joe Frazier passed away, him and Ali made amends. Because Joe Frazier felt like Ali was cooning. I mean, not calling him a coon.
Yeah.
Because Joe Frazier said, "I'm far from that."
Yeah.
You remember that, and how they became friends. And Joe, and if I remember correctly, and I don't want to put this on Joe because obviously he's not here, but I think somebody mentioned that Joe said this allegedly, that you see how I turned out and you see how Ali turned out. Based off on Ali having Parkinson's. Yeah. And but then again, that's allegedly. I don't want to put that on Joe. I don't think So, but man, cause I tell you this, if Anthony Ruiz or Anthony Joshua after Deontay Wilder beat Tyson Fury, because he will beat Tyson Fury.
Okay.
Now he got to catch him. Because Tyson Fury ain't gonna walk in there trying to throw hands with. If he throw hands with Deontay Wilder, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. He know that.
He gonna have to outskill him.
He gonna have to skill him. That's what he knows what he has to do.
Yeah.
But after Wilder beats him, bro, he gonna beat the shit out of Anthony Joshua or Anthony Ruiz.
I agree with you. So basically, what you're saying is, once Deontay Wilder passed Tyson Fury, he's top of the heavyweight game.
Basically, the man has 44 fights or 43 fights, and he has pretty much all his fights. He has a knockout. Besides the Anthony, only knockout he hasn't had was Tyson Fury.
How old is Wilder? Early 30s?
Early 30s.
Ooh.
Yeah, he still got some years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is he fights at like 205. He fights like them Rocky fighters. Like Rocky was like a 200 or 190 heavyweight, bro. You know, it's like them old. It's like the old blood sport, bro. You like
boys like they're cutting up, man.
Yeah. But Wilder need to put some more meat on them bones.
Cut though. He cut with it.
He cut,
man.
But that right hand of God. Yeah. But I think, like I told you, I'm not saying I can beat him. Well, he trained me. We can. If I get trained, and me and Wilder go into the ring and spar a little, I think I can give him a couple of good rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, Rocky fought that Russian.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And that Russian
didn't turn out good.
He beat Apollo Creed to sleep.
He beat Apollo Creed to death, and he damn near beat Rocky to death too.
He did beat Rocky to death. Rocky was in that, bro. Since I'm a Rocky fanatic, after that fight, Rocky was in that shower. And bro, and shout out to my guy Tony Burton. He passed away, by the way. Who was that? Apollo Creed's trainer.
Oh,
the
black dude. Yeah,
I love that guy.
Yeah.
And Rocky is in that shower, and they're shaking now. And he said, "Hey Tony, go grab Adrian. Adrian winning that." He said, "I told your motherfucking ass not to fight this dude." She told him. She did tell his ass.
Oh boy.
She told him in Rocky IV, said, "This man too big. But you can't win.
Yup.
You can't. Don't fight that man."
Well, he went. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, though,
he
bro.
He did. He won the fight, but she told him from the jump, "What have you won? Apollo's still gone."
Yeah, they cheated, man. Too, by the way.
Ooh.
The movie. Just in general, bro. Come on, man. Man, Rocky couldn't beat Apollo Creed. He gonna beat Ivan Drago?
He beat him.
Come on,
You ain't gonna do Rocky like that, bro.
Come on.
Now we ain't gonna do Sylvester Stallone like that, bro.
Man, F Stallone.
F Stallone,
bro.
Man, bro. Sylvester Stallone is in my top 5 actors, even though he's not a great actor.
He's horrible, bro. Come on, man.
But you can't.
Rambo was good. I like Rambo.
The first Rambo was great.
The first Rambo was good. I did like Rocky. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm stop hating on Stallone. He got some
man.
I like Judge Dredd, Demolition Man.
Yeah, I mean.
What else was he in? There's a lot of different movies, man.
Yeah, he had a couple of movies, man, out there, man. Shout out to Sylvester Stallone. He's like 70-something years old and still jacked.
Come on, man. You know how he jacked, though,
Well, we know he. Well, it starts with an S?
Yeah.
And ends with an S?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so allegedly. Shout out to Sylvester Stallone.
Ain't no allegedly in there, man. We know what that man doing, bro. Man, like he 18 years old and got a 70-year-old face with an 18-year-old body, bro. Come on, Stallone, man. We know what you're doing out here, bro. Boys out here tripping, man.
Shout out to Ivan Drago. Yeah.
Drago, but my dog Drago look good too, by the way.
Yeah, he young though. He a young guy. He's Swedish, by the way.
Drago not young, bro.
He's fairly young, like 50.
No, I think Drago like other with Stallone, bro.
Sylvester Stallone in his 70s.
No, I think Drago probably like in his 60s.
Nah, bro. Come on.
I don't have my phone. Look it up, bro.
Dolph Lundgren,
dog. Yeah. Put like this. Dolph Lundgren, 64 years old.
Dolph Lundgren girl in Rocky got smashed by Flavor Flav.
Oh, Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was never really hot to me, bro. Flavor Flav was tripping. Actually, they both were tripping.
Well,
Flavor and her, they were both tripping on that one, bro.
Yeah, they were tripping, man. They was both tripping, man. That was crazy.
It was good old days of reality TV.
Yeah, that was a good reality TV, like the Real World.
Real World sucked, man.
You ain't like the Real World?
Only thing good about the Real World was when that black dude slapped that girl. That was timeless, bro.
The black dude slapped that girl?
Yeah, I remember, man. It was like when Real World first came on. The black dude came and opened the car door and slapped that girl in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's classic, bro.
Wasn't he gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
They got into an argument something in the house, and he's like, oh, wait. And she let him open the door. She let him open the door, but hit her right in the face, man. I said, well, I ain't cutting up on here, bro.
I think because man, that's great. I remember that.
Yeah,
night. He slept.
Days.
Yeah. Oh, he's 62.
Oh, I was 2 years off.
Yeah, Yeah.
Come on, cuz. This me, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, right. Technically, he's a young man, but still, dog. Dolph Lundgren out here looking good in these streets, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I meant it.
Yeah, Swedish dude, man. Yeah, from Sweden. So, what we looking like on time, man?
Yeah, man. We got an hour and 15 minutes, bro. We're going to wrap this thing up for the week. We had a good one, man.
Yeah, I think it was a great one, bro.
We had a good one, man. This was nice, man.
Yeah, I dig it, bro.
Maybe that load management helping us out, bro.
I think that load management is what we need to do, bro.
It might be, man.
Yeah,
might be.
Yeah, load management is the way to go, bro. I wish we could do that at work for real.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, get your ass fired out here.
Exactly, terminated.
Terminated. You want to talk about? Yeah, I'm gonna show up to work on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and maybe Thursday. I'm gonna do load management. I'm gonna stay at the house.
Man, boy.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So, yeah, man, you want to go ahead and do, because that's what you do. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
Nothing But the Moon podcast, man. Check us out on Podbean. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Spotify. You can look at us on Podbean. You can look at our website, nothingbutthemoonpodcast.com. Our email address is nothingbutthemoon65@gmail.com.
60.
You sure it's 65?
I think it's 60, bro.
If it ain't 65, go ahead and jump in there, cuz I needed that, man.
Yeah.
Nothing But the Moon. You're right, it is 60. nothingbutthemoon60@gmail.com. Check us out, man. We everywhere. Subscribe. Oh, iTunes also. Forgot about iTunes for y'all Apple users. iTunes, man. Check us out on iTunes. We somewhere everywhere, man. Listen, subscribe.
Facts.
Pass it on to your friends, man. Once again, we need subscribers, man. I like you to listen. If you listen in person, you'll love it. But if you say you got the time to listen or whatever it may be, just subscribe. You know what I mean? Just subscribe. Just help us out. Just subscribe and keep it moving if you want to. That's fine, man. But if you listen and like it, pass it on to your friends. We're trying to go worldwide with this thing, so.
What my dog said. That's facts.
Essentially, man. So we're gonna go ahead and close it out for this week, man. Ken, you got any closing words this week, man? You gave us some closing words in a minute, bro. I've been fiending for them closing words from you, cuz.
No, you gave them the quote. I mean, you gave them like things that they should live by. But man, let me tell these folks, stay out the streets with them bread 11s, cause you gonna if you say from Saturday from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, stay out the Governor Square Mall. Okay. Yeah, because it's gonna go down.
All right. So stay out the street with the bread 11s. Stay away from codeine.
Stay away from codeine.
Kill you.
That shit'll kill you.
Okay. And what was the last one? Oh, you never try to be anybody but yourself, man. Always end up bad for you.
And don't try to go to that Vibranium coon status.
No, sir. No, sir. You don't want to get to any coon status. But you Vibranium coon, and you need to have some intervention.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout out to Al Callens. All right, we out of here, man.